Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And one of the things that made me do this video is a couple of comments that were interesting. I call it the curse of the bad PC. As someone, two comments have said, for some reason, some people have PCs that crash all the time and have problems all the time. And there are several ways and several reasons for people to have PCs that crash all the time. And most of them are user related. You install too many things. I don't know how many people here came and said, you should do a series on the tools to clean Windows. Well, there's a reason I don't do that. And the reason is those tools are useless. And people that have a lot of these tools installed are the ones that have the most problems on their PCs, actually. And they don't realize it. They think, well, I'm going to install more tools and fix it. No, leave it alone. Leave Windows alone. It doesn't need cleaners. The basic, cleaning of removing temporary files and stuff like that is enough. There's no need for cleaning. A clean install from time to time helps tremendously. But this is not exactly the point of this video. The point of this video is the PC that somebody purchased and that is just hell. It just always has something wrong. And as a tech guy, I always found that interesting. On 15 years of fixing PCs and having a small amount, it's a very small amount, but a small amount of users that I'm like, man, this PC, the only way to have it working right would change your PC. And I suspect that a lot of that has to do with underlying issues that are very complex. Remember when manufacturers built PCs and they put all of that hardware in there, there's a very small percentage of the hardware that could have flaws. The other thing also is that there's a small percentage of those PCs that might also have incompatibilities. I've built enough PCs in my early days to understand that such motherboard with such graphic adapter with such, type of RAM can make your PC crash all the time. And it's not that the hardware is bad. There's something that makes these specific brands not speak well together. But these are things that are difficult to really pinpoint and understand unless you play a lot with your PC. Still remember a PC crashing all the time. And I had a graphics adapter that was a NVIDIA clone, if you want. And I think it was a Sapphire graphics card. And it was the same model. It was the same thing. It's just that it was from another brand. But it had the same characteristics and the same numbering as an official NVIDIA GPU. And having tons of issues. Playing games, crashing all the time. And I changed for another one, not even an NVIDIA, just changed for another model of the Sapphire, just to try. And the crashes were gone. Yet, that same graphics adapter, I gave it to a friend of mine that put it in his PC, and it would never crash. So it tells you that there's these very bizarre interactions in a PC that are difficult to pinpoint. And if you purchased a laptop, you purchased a desktop from a major manufacturer, they test out these new models usually, but sometimes that is not obvious, and they don't do everything an average user does. So what happens is they leave it on running a few things and a few test software, but it's not a real world experiment. And I believe there is a small percentage of PCs that are cursed that you will purchase, and you will always have issues. And there's this unfortunate thing that happens with tech guys, that too many of them are just right there to blame Windows, and that's it. So they'll say, well, it's Windows, that's why it crashes all the time. Well, I'm sorry, no, because a good PC, a well-built PC with, good parts, doesn't crash. My PCs don't crash. They never crash. And so it's the perception, once again. It's the bad hardware that you buy. Unfortunately, you were unlucky. You got the bad PC, the one that crashes all the time. And you got the tech guy that doesn't help because he's like, well, it's Windows. And that ends up with, you thinking, well, it's always Windows. So once again, it's not to, make believe that Windows is perfect. It's far from being perfect. And it does have flaws. And, it's not to say anything that is trying to save Windows 11's face or anything. I'm not like that. It's really an interesting perception that when you play a lot with PCs, you understand at some point that there is that cursed PC out there. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.